Alright folks, another video here, request from a viewer of mine, talking about climate control issues that they've been having on their car, commenting on my video I posted earlier this year about blend door actuators and nonsense like that. I just had my entire dash apart. I was diagnosing something else with a speedometer, which has since been fixed, but the climate control issue here that I've been having, that this person seems to be having as well, is directly related to the tempmatic system. This guy right here. You see this on a car run because Ford did it fine, Chrysler never did it, GM did it really terribly. So the car is running right now, and I'm gonna show you what seems to fix mine. So I had this whole assembly apart, I was looking at it, and when you turn this on, you can hear there's a hissing, there's a vacuum leak somewhere behind there. And at first I thought it must be a vacuum leak for my, one of the hoses must be nicked or something and it's leaking out all the vacuum. Well, it turns out that that leak is coming directly from the fitting that connects to this thing, the central vacuum routing. And I found out that the leak goes away once you cycle through the mode. See, it changes when you hit heater, you can hear the tone. Vent, heater, see that? I cycled the heater before I cycled to defrost, and now the leak is gone, and you turn the fan on, and you know, obviously you can't feel this on the camera, but it's blowing out the heat right now. Switch it to vent, and it's blowing out the vent, and then switch to defrost, and it's coming out of the defrost. So I don't know what nonsense GM has going on with this, and I don't know what's causing my exact issue, but I can tell you that the problem is, you know, seems to correct itself once you cycle through the modes a few times, and then the leak goes away. I don't know why. I looked at it extensively for hours. I couldn't figure out why. I couldn't get it to replicate. You know, I couldn't get it to stay doing that. Once you cycle through the modes a few times, the leak just goes away. So I guess that's what you have to do to get the leak to stop and to get your modes to work correctly. As for the blend door itself, my linkage broke off. See, if you look back here, there is a linkage to that lever right there, that sort of shiny looking thing. There's a black vacuum line. See if I can right there. That line was disconnected when I took this apart, so I reconnected it, and it doesn't seem to actually change anything. But that lever right next to that thing that the vacuum is plugged into, see if I can actually get this set up in a way that you guys can see it. Put my light right there. Here we go. Okay, this lever right here, this is for your tempmatic automatic climate control. And there's supposed to be a lever actuator on the end of it right here, right there, and mine broke off. And what that lever is going to do is it's going to attach to this lever back here. This is your temperature blend door right there with that that white thing on the top right there. And when you adjust your temperature on this, it's going to pull on a cord that adjusts that blend door. But more importantly, the blend door is going to open or close, but this thing right here is going to be what actually selects what your temperature is. And the temperature sensor on this vehicle is right behind here, right behind this 98 clock delete plate right here. There's a little silver looking thing behind this cover, and that's the temp sensor. Mine's probably busted because it never worked right anyway, even before my linkage broke off. But never mind that, because the tempmatic system is terrible. The temperature sensor is behind the piece. It should be under the dash. It's just a whole nightmare of crap. But basically, what I did to remedy this is, because I had no control over what temperature it was anymore, because my cable broke off. So I fabricated up this out of a clothes hanger and some electrical tape. Drilled a hole in my dash. Went all the way up right there to my blend door lever. And now when I pull on this, that's hot, that's cold. So I my selector is now down here on this ghetto looking little clothes hanger instead of being up here on this little thing right here. So that's what I've got so far. Eventually I'm gonna replace this with like a radio knob so it looks cleaner and doesn't look as, you know, just crappy. But that's what I've got going on. It's not that hard to do. It took me probably 10 minutes to do this. And now I have full control over my temperature without automatic climate control. And I have full control of my mode select here. See, there's the vacuum leak. See that? Leak goes away when I cycle to the frost. And stays gone when I go through other modes. See that? And look at this. The AC, which is that thing right here, watch when I turn the AC on. That guy opens up. So the AC is even working correctly. And I have refrigerant in it too, so that's really amazing actually. So yeah, that's the gist of how this works. This is for the vents, and this was not connected to that. This duct here was disconnected when I took the glove box out. So I reconnected it. I should probably flex seal it so nothing leaks out of there, but it's not that big of a deal. The vent's working. Can't complain too much. But yeah, I hope this helped you for that guy that was asking about this. Just disconnect your tempmatic, delete it entirely, bypass it, put a switch like this if you're handy like that. Just, I don't care what you do, don't use the tempmatic system. It's not worth fixing. Most cars, Ford cars with automatic climate control, have a separate switch over here for auto, and you click auto, and it's optional if you want to have automatic or not. That's the way they should have done it. GM, it doesn't give you the option, and it just says, well, if it's 80 degrees outside and you want your heat to be on too fucking bad, we're just going to give you the AC instead. It's a really crappy system. I just bypass it. Anyway, hope that helped, and I'll see you in the next video.